Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great start to your day. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. I really enjoyed getting to meet all of you. It's fun to see what your hobbies are. And I'm hoping that you are enjoying the class so far and that you'll enjoy it more as we go through and go along. And I get to know a little bit more about you, and you get to know a little bit more about me as well, and then all you in the class. So we're in week number 2, which means we're in module 2 as well. So what we're starting to do is, this is still considered preseason. We're still working on our coaching philosophy, and that philosophy definitely comes from the core values that you established and the action statements that go along with those values. So remember, core values have no meaning unless there's an action statement attached to it, because otherwise you can't see that value become a reality in action if there's no action attached. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So we're going to connect values to our philosophy now. So we're starting to work on our coaching philosophy overall. You're going to have some coaching philosophy questions to answer, coaching self-knowledge assessment, what athlete-centered coaching is or what it means to you. And then there's a coach interview project that's coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and go into that. Okay. So you're going to interview a coach that you know. It could be somebody that you are working with currently, or somebody that you worked with in the past. If you don't know a coach, you can definitely speak with someone that maybe is in a supervisory role at their workplace. You can even talk to your mom or your dad, the head of the household, so to speak, to kind of go through these things. But what you're working on is to find out more about coaching and coaching philosophy. You're going to pick someone to interview, okay? And this interview can be face-to-face, it can be virtual, it can be over the phone, however you choose to conduct the interview. It's whatever's easiest for you and easiest for the person that you're talking with, okay? And the form, I'll just give you the short version of it. This assignment isn't due until July 11th, but I just want to make sure that you could start working on it now so that you have a couple weeks to do this, okay? So you're going to find, obviously, I want to know the name of the coach. So the pre-coaches interview, name of the coach, you're going to put down the school, institution, team that coach is from. Remember, this could be a college coach, a high school coach, recreational league. It could be a club coach. Okay, so try to go for a coach first. And then if you cannot find a coach, then we can talk about some other avenues to go down. Okay, you're going to also talk about how you know the coach. And then you're going to go through these questions. Okay, so you can answer each one and then just turn in the sheet with all those things being answered, or you can put it into one complete paper as well. Either way works, whatever works better for you. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll move on. Okay, so again, that's not due until July 11th. So you have 2 weeks to work on the coach's interview and turn that document in, okay? The discussions for module 2, Who Says I Can't? It's a video and you're going to answer some questions that relate to the video, and then a coaching scenario discussion, and then that is module 2. Module 3, still in preseason here. We're going to set our target outcomes, otherwise known as goals. Okay, so we're setting our target goals as individuals, as coaches, and also as a team. Okay, so you want to go over those things. You're going to learn how to create SMART goals, talk about goal achievement strategies, and then monitoring our goal progress. So goals don't mean much if we can't see progress and know how to monitor it. All right, so this is another reminder that the coaching interview project is due July 11th. Okay, and then there's goal setting and achieving as far as your discussion goes. All right, and then module 4, still week 2, preseason. We're talking about building trust and cohesion within the team. Okay, you're going to go over this so you can kind of see, this is just not even a worksheet, it's just informational. It's an informational sheet for you so you can tell what a teammate sounds like versus somebody who's just complaining. I'm sure we've all come across that while we've been an athlete or while coaching or even at our workplace or home, okay? The assignments for module 4 are forming to performing worksheet. Okay, you're talking about there's gonna be some stages of team formation. So you'll understand what that means as you go through these. Okay, remember each module has a chapter to read, a PowerPoint that helps you go over what is learned in the chapter, okay, before we go through all this. I'll change the date on that. So remember the coaching project is due on July 11th. Okay, I'll go ahead and change that while we're going through this right now. Okay. And then the discussions for Module 4, Hero Hardship Highlights. So you'll talk about some things there. Coaching Communication Self-Assessment. You're going to go through a self-assessment and then talk about that. And then you have your first quiz on chapters 1 through 4. All these things, so Module 2, 3, and 4, all the assignments are due on July 4th. The discussion, your initial discussion post is going to be due Thursday, and then the final responses to your classmates, 2 of them. Remember, you want 2 responses to your classmates' discussions on Sunday or by Sunday. All right, and then from there we go on to week 3. So I will stop sharing here. All right, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. You can still use the Remind app. You can still download that and then add yourself to the class Remind. You can email me any questions, or you can come to our office hour or my office hour, which is completely optional. But if you have a question, it's Wednesdays from 2 to 3 if you'd like to ask that question in person. All right, I hope you have a fantastic day and week and enjoy the 4th of July. And I will talk with you soon. Take care.